All right, here's the next one in our series is the adventurer. So here you can kind of see the different things about the five. We'll talk about all these in just a second. I'm going to go in a little bit more detail than I do in the readings. So the life path is five is the adventurer. They are adventurous. They're freedom loving. They've got endless curiosity. They're thriving on excitement and change. They excel at exploration, travel, connecting with others. They have natural communication skills. They're adaptable. The adaptability gives them yeah, that's where it says they can be in like sales, public relations, advocacy, things like that. They embrace change and happy-go-lucky spirit. So let's go into some of these strengths and some of the challenges that they have. One is adaptability, of course. They thrive in ever-changing situations. They're kind of they're great they're really flexible, and they've got resiliency. They're a fearless spirit, so they're bold, they're courageous. They dive headfirst into unknown things, uncovering opportunities that others may miss. They've got lots of social skills. They've got charm and quick connection. So they're great at like networking, and they're a magnet. People like to be around them. They're also a powerful persuader. So they have a captivating personality. Of course, they can communicate, all those kinds of things. Again, they're also versatile. So they're one of these that it could be a jack of all trades. They have diverse abilities. And also, like, what really makes them great is they're not afraid to try, right? You can see my cat's trying to come back up there. But they're not afraid to try things, so they become really good at things that they do. Okay, so here's some of the things that challenges that a five will that will happen is staying focused. So sometimes because they're so wanting to like love of freedom, and they're kind of just, oh, we're out here, sometimes it can lead to distraction. So learning how to focus to be able to get their goals. Building discipline. Fives have a really hard time of doing the same thing day in, day out. So learning how to tap into your vibe and tap into the adventurous spirit to be able to to have the consistency and the perseverance that you need to do goals. So you kind of have to just be a little creative in that, because trying to like strong arm yourself to do it, fives have a really hard time with that. Balance is another thing for fives because they like life in the fast lane, and they like it exciting. And what's fun is when the five is paired with some of these other numbers like a 6 and a 4. And I'll do a whole video on those kind of things. So we'll get into that later. Respecting stability. So this is one thing for fives, especially if you have a lot of fives in your number, is not everyone thrives on change. And so fives can be risk takers, and they don't see they don't see the problem with it, and they just do it. And so being aware that others may need a little bit more security, and it may be a little harder for them to do, and it may cause some friction. Overcoming overcommitment. So your enthusiasm can get you to say yes to too many opportunities. So learning how to prioritize, focus that energy is going to be very important for a five. All right. I'll see you on the next one.